if you guys know if Yamaha offers any warranty repairs on their scooter products. It sucks. It sucks. It's worth the 5-hour drive.
Normally I'm a really prepared person. I would have never done something like this, but time just got away from me. It was something that slipped through the cracks. We realized that my passport was going to expire in just a few days. If you're new to the channel, we're Dennis and Liz. We started full-time RVing in 2017, and for the last 6 months, we've been working super hard renovating our 10-year-old Class C RV. We finally finished and revealed our remodel and are so happy with how it turned out. But the day we were supposed to depart for our big 6-month trip to Mexico with our friends, New State Nomads and I'm Not Lost in RVing, our scooter wouldn't start. The battery, for some reason, wouldn't hold a charge. So after we tested the battery, charged it, and eventually got a new battery from Cycle Gear, we realized there was a problem with the charging system on the bike and we couldn't get it fixed as quickly as we needed it to. So rather than stay in St. Pete any longer, we decided to load the scooter onto our motor tote and make our way to Texas, getting the scooter fixed either on our way out or in Mexico. So we fueled up and we stopped for a much needed coffee break, and then we drove 7 hours until we reached our first stop, which was Blackwater River State Park, where we ended up getting a great night's rest.
Hey, how you doing, bud? I'm trying to find out if you guys know if Yamaha offers any warranty repairs on their scooter products.
So we were going to explore the state park this morning, but unfortunately it's raining pretty much all day. So we decided to do some work in the RV.
There's only 2 shops in the next town that we're going to be in for a couple of days. So I was trying to get plans pre-prepped to drop the scooter off at a Yamaha service center. I was also trying to find out if it had a warranty. It does not. So getting this problem fixed is going to cost us, but it is what it is. Whenever you're on the road feeling the pinch of getting service and repairs done to anything that you own, especially when you're on a timeline like we are right now to get into Mexico, and nowhere is going to have either the time to get you into the shop for a couple weeks, which is a problem we're running into, or parts are going to take for freaking ever to get to. It sucks. It sucks, but that's the name of the game. That's full time on the road. So
we're gonna head into Louisiana today. It's about a 5-hour drive. We're going to a Harvest Hosts. That is a brewery, and they have pizza tonight. We're very excited about this Harvest Hosts.
Like Cajun cuisine inspired pizza, right?
Yes.
So this should be interesting and delicious.
So it's nice that it's an easy pack up today because this rain is
sucky.
Yep. 5-hour drive. Let's pack up.
Worth the 5-hour drive. So I took the bartender's advice and I got the Diablo with white sauce, and this does not disappoint. This is amazing. There's fried pork skins, sausage, cheese, and some delicious hot sweet drizzle on top. Oh my god.
Sriracha honey.
Sriracha honey, there you go.
Hi.
Hello. Alright, so Liz is pulling the slide in right now. We got a 4-hour drive to Houston. We might have had a little too much fun at the Harvest Host last night with our newfound friends on the road, which is one of the best things about Harvest Hosting, meeting other RVers that love doing exactly what we like to do, which is usually drink a bunch of beer and talk about our rigs. Time to hit the road.
It's a really funny story. We've been doing so much to prepare for our trip for Mexico. We enter the country in just 3 days, but all of my passport information was in our storage facility, and finally when we moved everything into the RV, we realized that my passport was going to expire in just a few days. I do have a passport card, which is good for several more years, which if you're driving into Mexico is sufficient. But we actually have to fly back to Florida unexpectedly for a real estate closing, and for that you need an actual passport book. So instead of me being able to just get by with my passport card, I have to renew my soon to expire passport. Unfortunately, in Florida, there are no passport agencies. So if I wanted to get my passport book, I probably wasn't going to get it in time before we left for Mexico. But luckily, there is a passport agency in Houston, and that's where I'm at right now. So I have my old passport card. I set an appointment for the passport agency, and I should be getting the same day expedited passport if all goes well today. Normally, I'm a really prepared person. I would have never done something like this, but time just got away from me. It was something that slipped through the cracks. Make sure you have your passport card and passport up to date so that you're not at the passport agency 3 days before Mexico to get your passport. I'm not sure they're gonna let me film inside. I'll update you on how it goes. Good news, they approved the passport. I am coming back in about 2.5 hours to pick the passport up. All is well. It actually went super smooth. Definitely, if you ever have to do this, just go online and make sure you have the paperwork filled out and that you have every required document. And you can set an appointment at any of the agencies if you ever need to do a rush passport pickup. But this is such a relief. I was really concerned that it wouldn't be approved in time. All is well. So glad this is handled. Now we can just enter Mexico with peace of mind. We had a blast hanging out in Houston. We're about to head out now. We ended up staying with our friends Thomas and Monica, which is a really funny story. We actually met them 2 years ago RVing as we passed through Houston at a crawfish restaurant. And we ended up connecting that night and staying in touch, and we got to see them again. It's one of the kind of like the highlights of RVing is the people we've met along the way that just you connect with. It's such a cool part of this lifestyle.
We're gonna hit a PetSmart. We have to stock up on cat food and cat litter. Then we're gonna hit the road. It's a 5-hour drive to Laredo, but then we'll have 2 days to just relax at a state park in Laredo before we cross the border.
We already got our cat vaccinations done back in St. Pete at PetSmart, which you no longer need a pet vaccination or an authorization like approval to get into Mexico. They just changed that, but you do want to have updated vaccinations to be able to provide to them. So we got that done. I can't believe we crossed the border in 2 days. Gas station breakfast break. And our fifth wheel, we never would stop, one because we were just really large, so we didn't want to take up like precious gas station space, especially if it was a busy gas station. But we also didn't want to like push the slides out and cook, and it wasn't very conducive for that. Now we just get up from the seat, come cook. We don't have to worry about pushing any of our slides out. Now it's like no problem at all. It's convenient.
Yes, very convenient.